Hello, everybody. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. We've been having some really hot temperatures in North Texas over the last 2 weeks. So I thought I would show you how I've been protecting my plants from temperatures as high as 109 degrees. Right here under my gazebo, I have all of my baby plants and all of my citrus trees, trying to keep them shaded with some sun and a cooler microclimate up under here. And you're looking at fig trees, citrus trees, sweet potato slips, and that's my banana alley. I'll let you see up under there in a few minutes. And here's raised garden bed number 1, and my eggplants have exploded with growth, as well as okra. And I have some of my fall and winter plants under here. I sowed seeds a couple weeks ago. And those are, of course, my sweet potato greens that I am very fond of. And here's another bed that I have a shade cloth all the way around it and letting the sun beam down from the top. And you're looking at that Texas Star hibiscus. It has a lot of ants. I'll take care of it later. And those were moonflowers, the white flowers. And I have like a little tomato plant and some other herbs that I would use to dehydrate and make tea. And I covered it the best I could. It may not look beautiful, but at this point, all I'm doing is trying to keep my plants alive. And those are some more sweet potato vines. And I hung some shade cloth to try to block out some of the sun from the beaming down on the fruit trees. They are struggling, but most of them are doing pretty good. Right here are some 2-year-old trees that we just passed up. We're going to go back and look at those again. And there's a muscadines growing there. And up under this little tent, I have several pepper plants in that wine barrel, half wine barrel, and those are Mexican petunias. And I planted some sugar baby watermelons in that little grow box. This pear tree had a fungus, but it's bouncing back. And those are some pole green beans. That's a tree collard there. It doesn't do well in the summer, but it'll come back. And I planted more watermelon up under here. And that's Beijing grass I'm growing for my health. And I planted more watermelon on the bottom of that hookah culture. And those are 3 of the 5 vines that I started that were the size of a pencil of the Thompson seedless grapes. This is a saucer magnolia tree. I wish I had shaded it because it's really taking a beating. As you can see, it's a little crispy. And these are 2 newer trees that I planted this summer, Tartarian cherry, and I believe that's a nectarine. And I just shaded those yesterday with what I found in the greenhouse because they lost all of their leaves, but I'm confident they'll grow back. And here are a bush green bean that was just drying up, so I shaded it the best way I could yesterday. Now we're going to go look at the garden beds. And right up under here, I've got this pretty shaded, pretty well with a 50% shade cloth. And the temperature is much cooler under here, probably about 8 to 10 degrees cooler. And as you can see, the sun just filters through there, but it's enough to make those pepper plants explode. This is where I harvested most of my tomato plants, and the pepper plants were growing in these 2 beds at the same time. But now that they have more room to grow, they have really taken off. And of course, you guys know I do companion planting. And And right there in the upper left-hand corner, that was a tomato plant that I cloned. And I'm also growing some cantaloupe. Over here is the number one producing strawberry bed. And it'll bounce back. And that's another tomato that I cloned, and some squash that I'm growing for the first time called Blue Hubbard. And then we're just going to take a little peek up under this shaded area that I call Banana Alley. And everything is doing pretty well up under there. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'm hoping to make part 2 of this video later on in the week when the temperatures drop to close to 100. Thanks for watching. Bye now.